Hey, what's up, you guys? My name's Issa Rasul. I'm a licensed real estate agent here in California, and today we're going to be reacting to Grant Cardone's 2024 market prediction. What a better way to start 2024. Hope everyone had a great New Year's, and let's get into the video.
Home buyers and sellers alike feeling a massive struggle to close deals or make money. And if you need yet another sign of turmoil, 45% of U.S. real estate agents are struggling to pay rent on their offices. Here to react is
That's extremely true. Like, I know so many realtors who are like, they're not closing deals. Like, and if they're not closing deals, that means the broker's not getting his percentage and it's not going well for anybody.
private equity fund manager and real estate investor, Grant Cardone. Welcome, Grant. So tell
He said Grant Cardone, and his name is Grant Cardone. You know his name is Grant Cardone. You are trolling. That was a troll. That was not very nice of you, Mrs. Fox Lady. That was mean. I don't think Grant Cardone. Hey, Grant Cardone cares.
me why are real estate owners and agents not able to pay the rent? What is going on?
Well, because Rachel, the Fed single-handedly has killed the housing market. The Fed will make more renters in this country in the next 2 years than it has in the last 50 because mortgage applications are at all-time lows. Mortgages are double what rent is today. And it doesn't surprise me that real estate agents are feeling the brunt of this. Back in June of 22, Jerome Powell said that the middle class, everyday people would disproportionately feel the pain of higher interest rates in his attempt to control inflation. He has not controlled inflation. He has failed miserably. What he has actually done is created and, in the meantime, stop the housing industry.
It's very true. The interest rates are so high that nobody wants to buy anything. The sellers are listing their houses for $2 million. They're getting offers at 1.5. They don't want to sell at 1.5. The buyer can't afford it anymore, so it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense to buy property and pay 8% interest at all when you could just go rent. Why would you do that to yourself when you could just go rent?
What would you recommend he do?
Well, what he should do is get out of the way.
They're all over.
A lifetime that the Fed actually controlled interest rates. Supply and demand is what controls interest rates. As long as
Very true.
they're spending their money, that means they want that product or service. At what point it gets to a price where I no longer find it valuable, I will no longer continue to purchase that. And people want homes. People want to live in a single family home. I don't personally think it's a great investment. I've said that many, many times. I've got ragged out on it.
Yes.
He should step aside, get out of the way, let the market do its thing. Interest rates will have to come down in order for pricing to come down.
Right.
This is actually a contradiction to what most people think. But when interest rates come down, mortgage applications will go up. People will start selling their homes.
That's true, but once people are shifting into just renting out their properties, seeing the kind of profits that they can make, maybe they'll buy just to keep renting out properties, and home buyers will start to become renters. They're not going to be able to keep up, in my opinion, with these private equity funds that are just buying everything, especially when the interest rates goes back down. We saw what happened before. It was so competitive with the private equity funds versus the regular home buyers. It's just going to be hard. Yeah, I want people to get the things they want, but when you have crazy things happening like 8% interest rates and you have private equity funds like competing just to get all the houses to make renters, I don't even think it would matter if the interest rates went down. People are going to end up just having to rent because there's not even going to be any inventory.
Well, the World Economic Forum had this famous commercial where they talked about the Great Reset, and they said, you will own nothing and you will be happy. And you're seeing that
They don't want you to be successful.
happening. You're saying that we are becoming a renter nation. I say it's by design. Explain what you mean by it.
The rents in this country, the average rent, as much as people complain about them, we have 12,000 units. The average rate's about $1,800. And as much as they complain about it, the mortgage on a similar home in that same neighborhood would be double that.
You're talking, yes, you're talking like close to $4,000 a month versus renting the same type of house, like a neighbor's for $1,800. It makes zero sense. That's why you're starting to see so many renters. It doesn't make any sense to buy when you have such terrible opportunities. Like, this isn't even, like, if you're buying right now, like, more power to you, but to drop minimum, I'm talking like minimum, like 5% down in California. Not sure about other states, but 5% down in California minimum, and then paying a ridiculous amount of money in the process is not going to be good for you. So yeah, let's hope they reduce the interest rates.
Plus insurance, and plus a PMI, which is mortgage insurance on the mortgage itself. So it's unaffordable for people to own a home today. And that means you will rent, you will literally own nothing and be happy about it. Now, the apartment complexes that are being built today provide such crazy great amenities that it's actually, for new generations of people, it's actually an alternative.
Very true. You get a gym, a jacuzzi, all kinds of stuff. Parking up the wazoo. You get Turo. You can have a site Turo business going on. Like, there's a lot of amenities. There's so much. Some of them are paying water. I mean, get out of here, dude. You're paying my water? Like, hold on. You're telling me cheaper to rent. I'm not forking up like $100K down payment, and you're gonna give me a jacuzzi? Oh my God, sign me up.
That's not economic, but actually desirable for them to actually live someplace for 10 or 24 months at a time, rather than hunkered out for 30 years.
Yeah.
And that's a good point. You don't have to stay in the same location. So if you want to like live in one city and then you're over it after a year, then you move to another city, over it for a year, and you move to another city. Like, and especially if I'm in real estate. So obviously, objectives for anyone in real estate would be to buy a property. So if you're buying a property, what's going to make a lot of sense for you is to rent that property out, use that income, and rent where you're living. That's actually what Grant Cardone talks about all the time. You want to rent where you live and rent out what you're owning. That way you're living for free. Pretty simple. Or you can get like a triplex, buy that, live in one of the units. They call that like house hacking or whatever. Whatever you're doing, just try to live for free if you're in the real estate space. If you're not in the real estate space and you're just somebody who just wants to see where the real estate market's going, well, it's not going well, tell you that much.
Well, these hedge funds and private equity firms are buying up property and then, making them into rentals. And we're seeing, as you said, less and less people owning their home, which always was the American dream.
Yeah,
go ahead. Last thought.
Yeah, I just want to say that we're entering the greatest real estate correction in my lifetime. It will not include single family homes, but it will include office, which we're already seeing that damage, and we're going to see it across the entire.
Okay, hold on. Why would it only? Maybe he's right. I don't know. Look, he sells a product that invests into apartment complexes and into commercial buildings, like with him in like a capital group kind of deal. Great product. Not hating on the guy. More power to Grant Cardone. I just don't think, personally, don't think that would happen. But if it does, I mean, he has more experience than me. He's probably right. I don't know. But it wouldn't make sense for just the commercials to crash and not the single families. They kind of correlate. If businesses are crashing, then who's paying the workers to pay their mortgages, right? I mean, like, if let's say an entire, commercial building of doctors collapses and the owner gets foreclosed on, and the new buyer wants to turn it into a Chuck E. Cheese, they're getting evicted. Workers laid off. It is what it is. It's just kind of how that works. But maybe he's right. Maybe my Chuck E. Cheese analogy made no sense. Anyways, guys, that's the end of the video. Remember to like the video, comment, let me know in the comments, what do you think is going to happen in the 2024 market? I mean, quite frankly, I have no idea. I mean, I don't think anybody really has an idea. I don't think Grant Cardone has an idea of what's happening in the 2024 real estate market. So let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, give me a like. I'll make more videos similar to this one. See ya.